This Supreme Court looks like they're going to be okay with an entirely white map of congresspeople from red states. They're going to say, we're not looking at black and brown, we're looking at red and blue. And just because every blue happens to be black, we're okay with that.
I'm confused.
Gerrymandering results in people that like...
Gerrymandering was a guy I went to high school with.
Gerrymander?
He was a hell of a wide receiver, let me tell you.
Welcome to this episode of Bourbon of Proof and an episode of
Legal AF.
We're doing a cross interview today with Michael Popok, and of course we have on the wonderful, talented co-host of Bourbon of Proof, Mauro Jr.
Thank you, honored to be here.
And we're coming from live from San Diego and Mardi Gras. Let's give it up for everybody. Hey, we have Pat in the crowd. Pat's going to be able to, anyone that's have a ghost pour or a guest pour or toast, we are all for it.
And the guys from KRLRG brought us McDonald's double cheeseburgers right before we started, so it's an eating and drinking show today.
Well, that's what life is. So we always start with the pour, and we know that this man is a connoisseur of whiskey, fine bourbon, even those that are confiscated because his grandfather used to bootleg shit for a living. I heard about this.
That's true. My grandfather and my great-grandfather ran beer during the Prohibition.
Oh.
I got stories to tell. They're
We're gonna tell them.
They're coming.
Over a story of Pappy. You guys ready? Let's get your whiskey bottles up, guys. Let's do a toast with everybody in the crowd.
So what?
This is a Pappy 23. Tell us, Mauro, what is a Pappy 23?
So we're basically starting off with the finest bourbon on the planet. 23-year-old Pappy. This bottle is worth more than some of your cars.
Cheers. To street lawyers and street justice and only ice in our whiskey. Oh, as advertised.
And it is.
Oh, that's good.
You know, some things are overrated, but Pappy 23 is not.
So this was a gift when we were at Bourbon of Proof when we were in Atlanta from Alex Shannara, who whenever they have big wins at their office, he gets bottles of Pappy. And when big wins happen, you get the 23. But when these big guys come over, he just gives it to us.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Bob showed me a photo. He said, okay, here's my personal collection. What do you want? And I didn't say anything that I wanted. And I said, Pappy, and here it is.
You know what? I'm a man of my word. So, Mike, why don't you tell us a little bit about, I wanted to know, because you're a very well-established trial lawyer. I mean, a lot of people see you as they think you're a talking head. When I first saw you because I'm a fan of the network. I see it on social media. I love the content. And when I saw you in Chicago with Big Otto, with Ashley and Nick, and I was like, holy shit, this guy's a badass trial lawyer. I did some research, but yeah. I think you might have tried more cases than Mauro. And it's hard to do.
Yeah, I've been before I hooked up with the Midas brothers during COVID, and we launched the podcast and everything else in the social media world. I mean, I'm a trial lawyer for 35 years. I mean, I'm a commercial litigator. I now work on catastrophic injury, but frankly, I've been in courts all across the country, jury trials, arbitrations. I ran the litigation in-house trial team for a large financial services company, one that's formerly headed by our current Commerce Secretary. Boo.
Wow.
I worked at Cantor Fitzgerald. And then I left Wall Street, went back into private practice. And frankly, I met Ben Meiselas of the Midas Touch when they just, right before he formed it, we had a case against each other. And we were litigating against each other. He says he won. I know I won. We stayed friends. And then he started the Midas Touch as really a website and then a podcast. And I called him up and I said, what's this Midas Touch thing? It had like 200 total people looking at it. And he said, it's a goof my brothers and I are doing. Like, we're all unemployed. And I said, all right, well, I want to get in on it because we all were like-minded in terms of our politics. And then he just said to me one day, you want to do a legal roundup show with me once a week? I said, all right. And we did everything. We did any case that was out there in the national press, we did it, not law and politics. And we were getting 400 or 500 views, maybe. And then we relaunched it almost 5 years ago as Legal AF, and the rest is history.
So just like our show, Bourbon of Proof, was spawned during COVID because two busy trial lawyers couldn't try cases. It was shut down, right? So we had to do something.
Exactly. No, it really is. It really came from COVID. And, now the Midas Touch Network is pushing 6 million subscribers. Legal AF, the YouTube channel, which we launched almost 1 year
I heard
ago.
all your subscribers are just from Indonesia.
Right.
Some people get that joke.
Legal AF is about to cross the 1 million subscriber threshold within about just over a year after its birth, and we're Midas is the #1 independent news and media channel in the world.
Mauro, how many subscribers do you have on OnlyFans?
Well, it depends on what kind of content you're looking at. My rated R or X.
Ooh, wow. Well, Mauro's wearing a XX Legend shirt, Bourbon of Proof, the LA Dodgers symbol. Congrats to the Dodgers on sweeping, and then going back to the World Series. No claps. Good. Everybody doesn't really care.
I'm born and raised in LA.
Season
I'm a
ticket holder.
Dodger fan.
Where's my Legal AF peeps?
Yeah.
Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you.
So I've gone to one World Series game for the Dodgers, and I'm a Pirates fan, so obviously I've never seen a World Series game for my favorite team.
Yeah.
Right? My dad who's over here wearing the Steelers hoodie over here, he said if the Pirates ever win the World Series, he will get the Pirates tattooed on his ass, the symbol. True, Dad? He'll get it. He said already got it on his ass. Pat, can we need to understand what that.
Sorry,
yeah,
what did you say? Yes, I already got it on my ass. Because they won in 1972, so I got it on my ass. You know what I got on my other cheek?
What?
Not gonna tell you. You're gonna have to look.
My dad used to tell me that he has a B on one side of his cheek and a B on the other side of the cheek, and my name is Bob. He's been using that joke since he was...
And the O is brown.
Oh, no. Well, you went too far. You're like Mauro.
I'm going to use that one.
Jeez Louise. All right, we're ready for the second part. By the way, this is a drinking show, Mike.
All right, I'm in.
Well, you're not in because you didn't finish your Pappy.
Shit.
Jeez
I
Louise.
didn't.
So this second one that I have for you, this one here, this is a Kentucky straight bourbon, and this is actually unbelievably good. I don't know if you've ever had this before, but this is chicken cock.
All right.
You know why I picked chicken cock?
Why?
Chicken cock Popok. Chicken cock Popok. Chicken cock Popok. Chicken cock Popok. And we're gonna.
This could be a new phrase.
Where's Salty? That gets edited for our edition.
Oh, you didn't finish.
Oh, just pour it in there.
Oh, it's sacrilegious. Thank you.
There we go.
I never had chicken cock. Let me see this.
Mauro, we've had this on the show like 6 times. We had the Caribbean chicken cock, the regular chicken cock, the
I don't.
unleaded chicken cock.
I don't remember anything.
That's a fantastic bourbon. This one's very, very good. Cheers, gentlemen. So when you say cheers, Mike, what's your thing to say? Mark, he says cinque anno for his...
No, I say cheers. I say cheers.
Cheers.
There we go.
Keep it
Pretty
simple.
lame. See, that's good.
A lot different than the first
A
one.
lot different. So I'll be telling the origin story of Legal AF we just heard. So, but how did you transition out of trying cases all the time to speaking to millions of people and educating them on what's going on?
Yeah, I mean, listen, it was a slow build. We started with the one podcast, and then about 3 years ago, I started doing almost daily videos. I mean, I'm doing about 40 videos a week. I get about 40 million views a month.
Wow.
Of the work, which shows that we have a fervent audience who's committed to justice, to progressive issues, to our democracy. And the more the Trump administration gets out of control and lawless, the bigger our audience gets.
So when you wanted to start so Mauro and I are in the opposite ends of the political spectrum,
Okay.
so this is good. So he's one of those guys that I think he just wants to get his wife deported, which is very unfortunate. I think that's why he's a Trump fan. I know Alex is here. Is Alex here yet?
No, she's not. She's
it?
hiding. She's hiding from us.
That's the wife, Alex?
Yeah, his wife's Alex, and she's here with his beautiful children. And I was like, well, what happens if she gets picked up? What's going to happen if Alex gets picked up?
I'll visit her in Cabo.
Well, he's figured it out, ladies and gentlemen. Now I know why he bought that.
By the way,
property.
you didn't hesitate. That was like already planned.
Yeah.
That wasn't even like a hesitation.
Yeah. Visit her in Cabo. I'll be heartbroken.
Mauro actually.
You'd look great in Ethiopia, by the way.
Oh yeah.
You'd be very popular.
I was born and raised in Los Angeles, and if they take away my American citizenship, I also have an EU passport, so they can kiss my ass.
So Mauro does not joke around. He He bought, you ever see that episode of Larry David where he bought a spite coffee shop to spite his friend across the way? Mauro bought a house in Cabo to spite his friend out of jest, Gary Dorick. He bought a property right across the street from him just to obstruct his view.
Yeah. And I didn't tell him I bought it till it closed escrow. And then he was like, "What? You son of a bitch, I would have doubled the offer." So now I'm in the house I designed that they're building in Cabo. From my bedroom, I look right into his bedroom. And I told him I'm going to get a very powerful pair of binoculars. And it's going to be great. Like my bedroom to his bedroom is like from here to like maybe where the Law de Gras sign is. So it's perfect.
And do you know Gary Dordick is one of the most famous trial? So
No.
The Dordick, I saw Dylan Dordick earlier, and I think he's probably one of the most famous trial lawyers in LA. He gets the biggest verdicts, and but he likes to be secluded a lot. Do his work and be on his own. And Mauro just deliberately ruined his palatial estate experience in Cabo. And there you go. That's the kind of good friend that he is.
Yeah.
This is after you sold your property next to the Epstein Island.
No, I never had one. I never had one there. I would have kept it.
All right, are we ready for the third pour? Is anybody else at this pace that we are out here?
You have to be on the third pour.
I don't see any drinking going on out there. I see lots of bottles on the tables.
Hey, Pat, I think Ryan Rennell has something to say. He's pointing. He's got it.
No, I'm with you guys.
I want to see some glasses with ice and
I got
booze
into
in
Big
them.
Bob's stash.
In his mustache?
Oh, baby girl.
So whenever my dad's always had facial hair, except for at UPS, he worked 37 years of safe driving at UPS. I learned earlier that your dad drove army trucks, and they went UPS. They had to have, it was like the Yankees rule: mustache cannot go below the lip. You cannot have sideburns below the ear. And my dad always had a mustache until one day this is like a child core memory. We're playing in the front yard of a little house in Pittsburgh, and he comes out on the front porch and he's shaved. And my little sister, she must have been 3 or 4, just looked and screamed and started crying. She's only known dad with a mustache, and it scarred Nicole. So if you ask Nicole, that's her. She's here. My sister's here somewhere, but probably not. So tell us about your dad. I mean, you didn't grow up in a super progressive family, I would assume.
No, I did actually. My parents were both lifelong Democrats.
So were mine until my dad changed his Yahoo to a Democrat no more after 2012.
No, I grew up. And then, listen, you pick your own politics at a certain point. When I was 18, I knew which party. Look, the way I look at parties, no party gets you exactly to where you want to be. It's like mass transportation. You pick the party that gets you to the closest stop that's nearest where you are morally and politically. And for me, it's always been the Democratic Party. And have I ever voted for a Republican? I have. Yeah. But just especially in the last 10 years or so, I think you have to pick a side. It's like playing tennis. You have to be at the net or you have to be at the baseline. If you're in the middle, you just kind of get whacked with the ball.
So I don't play tennis. Mauro you play all kind of stupid shit.
I play tennis. I don't play pickleball.
No.
And if anyone who plays pickleball, please get up and leave now.
No, but do you think that when you have to pick one side or the other, do you think both sides could do better? Obviously, right?
Yeah, look, anywhere between 9 and 20 million people sat out the last election, just sat out democracy, which means both parties have to do a better job because people have to be incentivized to vote. They have to feel like it matters and that the parties are representing their interests. We only have 2. So the Democrats didn't do a great job with branding, and Trump's taken full advantage of that now. But I think we're in that moment. I agree with the AG for the state, Rob Bonta. We're in a moment where you have to pick sides. And when people look back on 2025, your friends, your family, your children, your grandchildren are going to ask you, which side were you on? And I'm a moderate Democrat. I'm a Kennedy Clinton Democrat, but I can't stay on the sidelines because too many things that I don't agree with are happening all at the same time. So one of the reasons I left the full-time practice of law right at the time of the election, and we formed the channel right before the election, is because I just think this is a moment in time where I have to personally step forward and fight for justice and fight for what I believe America should look like. And I would kick myself if I didn't do that. I just stayed I was very happy being a full-time lawyer and doing the podcast on the side. the side gig became the main gig, only because I think we're fighting for the soul of America right now. And if I didn't believe that, I wouldn't have left my career.
I mean, it takes it takes cojones, as they say in Espanol,
Yes.
por supuesto, to do something, to walk away from a thriving practice, trial lawyer, to be nationally recognized and say, you know what, I got to do what's calling me. But, I mean, did your wife be like, Mike, are you insane?
No, to be frank, right around the same time, I was fortunate enough. My wife and I had our first child, so I've got a baby daughter that's 15 months old. Shout out to Francesca, my wife,
Nice.
Natasha, and I see a lot of the world through my daughter's eyes. And in 10 years or less, when she looks at me and learns more about this period in our history and says, Dad, what did you do? Which side were you on? I want to be able to look at her and say, I was fighting for democracy and justice.
Yeah, and it's so inspiring to see a lot of other lawyers that do across the nation fighting for the rights of real human beings. I mean, I just saw, he's probably the biggest lawyer in Indiana, figuratively and also in results. He was an offensive lineman. Like, look, he's huge. Remember Alex was on the show, Lamontes? Never met your family, Alex. I'm excited to hang out with you. Arcade truck's back there. It looks fantastic. But it's so inspiring.
Alex, are all those your kids, man?
Yeah, well, I think so. We haven't done any DNA testing yet. But
you guys
I think
watch?
so.
You don't watch TV in your house or what?
No, well, now we do. Yeah.
Maybe you guys should get Spring for cable.
I love it. I love it. Thank you.
Alex, former guest on Bourbon of Proof. Okay, so this one that I have here is a very special pour. So you can buy your own barrel of whiskey.
I might have to tap out and bring in my team here. A couple of more of these tastings. All right, go ahead.
You can have a guest.
He's a very heavy
We're just
pour.
getting started.
What are you talking heavy pour?
Right. I said
Oh,
this is like hot wings for bourbon.
That's exactly right. Wow. He nailed exactly what we were trying to do.
Yeah, I see it. You did it.
So this is, you can buy your own barrel. We bought our own barrel of Whistle Pig before. So when I arrived here at the hotel, you do a whole tasting. You get to pick what you do. We're at Rancho Bernardo Inn. Shout out to Rancho Bernardo Inn. They left this in my hotel room. This is their pick. They bought a
Very
whole
nice.
barrel from Rancho Bernardo. They left this in my hotel room. I hope it wasn't by accident, but I will certainly be drinking it with my friends. We'll be sharing this bottle throughout the night because I guarantee you it's fantastic. Why? Handpicked.
Handpicked. Are you staying in that little house that's attached to the hotel? Is that your room?
I think so. It's like a...
My room's not large enough to hold a bottle.
It's all right. See, that's like a...
What is this now? 10-year?
So this is, it says 10-year age, but it's probably 12-ish because the way that they age the barrels, it's not perfect. They just have to put a label on it. But look, it says Rancho Bernardo Inn.
Look,
Mauro, will you do
look
it?
how upright my team is. They're not drinking.
Can they come
Oh,
up
you
here?
are drinking.
Even though I am,
I saw an AI replacement for you.
I am a Kentucky bourbon guy, but if I am going to go outside of Kentucky, Vermont Whistle Pig is probably the best, besides the Kentucky bourbons for sure.
All right.
All right, guys.
That's where this is,
Cheers,
Vermont.
Ed.
Yeah, Whistle Pig's from Vermont. 2 lawyers own Whistle Pig, and it's a Vermont distillery.
That's nice.
See, that's nice.
That's nice.
Now you get a little more flavor out of it. This
Yeah.
is certainly sure. This has to be,
That's-
I guess,
that's,
105-ish. I mean,
That might be better than anything.
They may
I've
not
drank
let me
today.
on the plane tonight.
53%.
If I breathe on TSA, I'm not getting in.
Well, so Mauro and I have a PJ. It's called SWA.
SWA.
Take you a lot of places.
Take you anywhere you want to go.
You have a P.
That's our. That's
Did
our
you just
private
say
jet.
PJ?
Of course we did.
Salty, we need a PJ.
Yes, certainly.
You get free. They don't have peanuts anymore on Southwest. Now it's pretzels.
All those flavored pretzels.
Well, with all the money that they saved in Doge, they just spent $200 million buying 2 G5s for Christy Nome.
Okay, so this is I'm interested in this because you are such a wealth of knowledge. When you were interviewing AG Bonta today, you were rattling shit off about like who was the judge, and Judge Breyer did this in California, went to Portland, and was here, and I was like, holy shit, like you know your stuff. This isn't just. Did you see? I mean, it was insane what he was doing today. So give us some of that background information. I did not know about the Southwest. Like, who are people that are aiding and abetting the criminal enterprise?
You mean within the government, or?
That's what I was.
Well, look, I think the cases that people need to keep an eye on, besides at the Supreme Court, we got a major ruling coming out of the Supreme Court probably in the next 3 to 4 months about the maps. I mean, this Supreme Court looks like they're going to be okay with an entirely white map of Congress people from red states. They're not going to be moved by it. They're going to say, we're not looking at black and brown, we're looking at red and blue. And just because every blue happens to be black, we're okay with that. That's the ruling that's going to come out, folks.
But it says
I'm
distinctly.
I'm confused.
So
the
whenever
black and brown and white and okay.
gerrymandering results in people that like black jurisdictions.
Gerrymandering was a guy I went to high school with.
Gerrymander.
He was a hell of a wide receiver, let me tell you.
Look, we got 23
Jerry
Democratic
Rice.
23 Democratic representatives in a sea of red. They'll be gone as soon as the Supreme Court makes its ruling in the next several months.
But it says distinctly, I mean, that you cannot do it for the purposes of race. They cannot, I mean, this is clear black letter law. How are they going to be able to get around it?
Because the MAGA 6 on the Supreme Court have figured out a way to focus on partisan politics. And they're saying even though the person happens to be black, the reason they're being redistricted is because they're a Democrat. And it's okay if the Republicans do that, and vice versa. So we're going to have lily white maps in all of the South, and that's going to be plus 19. That's like Donald Trump showing up at the midterms at a basketball game and looking up at the board before tip-off, and there being 20 points in his favor. He's going to get 20 seats out of this.
So it's just like, and I believe that if you watch where the deportations and ICE is doing these things, is to pull more congressional districts, because when you do the census, it's based off of people, not based on anything else. It's people. So if you have less people and they put them over in Florida, there are people in Florida that have more votes.
I mean, to quote Donald Trump, doesn't that just make him smart?
Well, hey, look, the Democrats are going to have to do the exact same thing, but is that the country that we want, where the Democrats have to respond in kind? I mean, I'd rather not live in a country where, because Texas did +5, we've got to do -5 in California.
But you have to.
Right. Right.
And I did this analogy yesterday, and I was talking to someone, and I did a social media. It was like, imagine it's a game. It's with the scoreboard with being 20 points. Imagine two teams are playing, and one team has been just cheating for years, and the ref is like, you know what, it's fine. And then they appeal, and the commissioner's like, you know what, it's fine. You can totally cheat. And the other side is like, okay, we can keep like winning the Lady Bing trophy, right? Or we can.
I love how you mix sports there. We just went from basketball to hockey, didn't we? Okay.
I appreciate you.
I'm just making
sure. My Canadian friends, where's Nick? Everybody, Nick knows the Lady Bing.
He
Award.
literally just went to hockey. No,
Ronnie Francis, by the way. Ronnie Francis, if you're watching or listening, great Penguin, perennial Lady Bing Award winner for the Pittsburgh Penguins.
No, the problem we have is the Democrats are not playing by the same rule book that the Republicans are. I'll give you an example.
They think policy's just going to win. We have a message in policy.
Today's No King's Day. All right, we're all here, but 10 million Americans hit the streets. We had Rob Monte, our Attorney General for California, to talk to us about it. In the lead up to No King's Day, you had the administration with palm cards collectively choreographed saying the following phrase, that the Democratic Party is comprised wholly of Hamas terrorists, Marxists, and illegal immigrants. So the Democratic Party is allowing Trump from the pulpit, from the White House press secretary's office, from the Treasury Secretary, from the Speaker of the House to rebrand the Democratic Party. We, as Democrats or as moderates, could come back with, you're the party of pedophiles, child sex abusers, fraudsters, and the like. It's just that it's not in our nature to do that, but if we don't start getting that in our nature, we're going to be losing.
And that's why I think you have to have really. So when Mauro and I take the Bourbon of Proof tour on the road, and we were recently in Savannah, then Charleston, and Detroit, and one individual we had, and I have to link you with him. His name is Bernard Taylor, and I think he's close to your jurisdiction in Florida.
He was in Florida, right? He's the fireman.
The fireman. He's this huge. Fireman.
Is he a social media guy?
Yes.
Oh, I like that guy.
So I got to link you with him, and I told him I would link you because he's just like, look, I have to do this because I see pain in people's. He's an EMT, and he sees people at their worst moments. He's like, I need to make the world a better place. And you know what the firefighter union told him? We will not endorse you. We'll tell everybody to vote against you. They told him that, and he's a firefighter. Like, he's literally in the mix, but he's huge. You need these types of folks.
Well, one of our lead producers, Salty, had a great idea, which I agreed with, which is there is a gap between the federal forces that are being mobilized by Trump and local law enforcement that just wants to do their job and not be sucked into the politics of the Trump administration. And if there's a way to get local law enforcement to start stepping forward and taking a position and saying, you know what, we don't want to be used by ICE. We don't want to be used by the federalized National Guard. We want to do our job. The $1 billion with a B that Trump has spent and will spend on National Guard being mobilized in blue states, $200 million in DC, more than that in Illinois, more than that in California and Portland. Quarter of that, if it had been spent and devoted to local policing, we'd all be much better off. That National Guard, most of the time, is picking up litter and standing in front of federal buildings.
We have friends, the National Guard, and from what we've been told, they hate this.
Right.
Most of them hate this.
My dad was National Guard. He's deceased, but
Isn't Christina?
You can't. We don't say any of the names of our National Guard
Isn't
friends.
she National Guard?
Yeah.
Are you outing somebody right now in the National
One of
Guard?
our friends, the National, the General. So.
But you know,
I want to hand this ball. I want everybody to taste this one because this is Rancho Bernardo Inn. You picked a fantastic barrel of Whistle Pig, and Mike Seeley over there in Austin. He sends me bottles of Still Austin in the mail, and I drink that shit. It is amazing.
Does everybody have at the table what we have up here?
They do not. They have a by West.
Brando's on his way.
Brando's here. Brando is.
Brando.
If you ever saw anybody that say I'm from California, wouldn't this be the guy?
Yeah.
Brando, did you find the gloves at O.J. Simpson's house?
Sure did.
Yeah. That's the guy. Measure his hand.
You know what? When we go on this Bourbon of Proof tour, we go to different cities. I love to go to the South because they have Waffle House in the South. You know.
Oh, I love
This
Waffle
is how
House.
he judges.
And I took Brando to the Waffle House in Charleston. Yeah, he says he almost died. I took him to the Waffle House at like 2 a.m. and I ordered him. Anyone who's ever been to the Waffle House, you get hash browns all the way. It's called
Covered, smothered.
You put the chili on there. You did.
there was pork,
weird steak,
chili.
Oh.
He ate about 4 bites of these hash browns, and he complained the whole next day that he was dying. And
I couldn't be at the golf tournament.
Here's the test,
dying.
Brando.
Yes, my love.
Is it pecan or pecan?
Pecan.
But
All right,
tell him
you
about the
win.
best part, Brando.
You
I
win.
actually ate a T-bone steak.
Kinda was, but-
Oh,
I ate a T-bone
there?
steak at the Waffle House.
And it was probably in the freezer for 40 years. It was unbelievable.
He was like,
It
he
was
spent the
great.
whole time.
They were like, somebody ordered the pecan.
No, and he was like, "This is delicious."
He spent the whole time when I just watched him. He's like, I cannot believe you're eating that here. I was like, man, it's fucking great.
So we would film. We do 4 of these in a row, and we don't cheat the pours when we're on the road. And
The fourth one must be amazing.
He's fallen asleep a few times.
Well, I did wake up in a bunk bed with Joe Volta.
No, I was in the bunk bed.
Yeah,
Joe Volta was in another one.
We were wasted. We were in a house. There was bunk beds with Joe Volta, and then Brando was playing the guitar till 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, you ran out of the room.
Yeah, I was like,
furious.
This guy was playing the fucking guitar. Remember,
Shut
I came
the
out and I said,
fuck
"Can you
up."
fucking go to bed?"
He was having a very sentimental moment.
Yo, it was a cute time. And
Actually-
I met your cousin,
Talk to my dad about this.
Big Bob. Big Bob. I met your nephew
What's his name?
out there in South Carolina.
Jason.
What a dog.
Jason.
Jason. And let's get back to Mike Seeley sending you bottles.
Yeah.
He sent them for me.
Oh shit.
No, we share a name.
And you drank them.
We share a name. That's on you for naming us the
We got
same
another
name.
pour.
I get your credit
You
for
are
it.
I'm
not
gonna
Big
pour it
Bob. I'm
No.
Big Bob.
I gotta get on a
okay?
plane later.
And do you know why you're Little Bob? Because
I thought Hulk Hogan died.
no. Here we go, brother. Whenever Bob is a twin with his brother
Twin
Brad,
brother. It's true.
and they were identical twins, and we could not tell them apart until we took their diapers off, and that's how Bob became Little Bob.
You know what the best
Now
part
we
of that
know.
is?
Now we
is
know.
Big Bob, everybody.
every time
Biggest Bob right there.
when I was in high school, every girl that would call the house, they would say, "Is Bob there?" And my dad would answer, he's like, "Well, do you want Big Bob or Little Bob?" I'm like, they're like, "I guess Little Bob." He's like, "Do you know why they call him Little Bob?" I'm like, "Dad, give me the phone. Get off the line."
That's the best.
My dad's the funniest human of all time. All right, next pour. Are you ready?
Next pour.
This is so. Silva left, but I always bet on sports games. I was on bottles when the Steelers played the Patriots. He was a man of his word, and I saw him a lot of ground. He brought out this bottle, which is a fantastic bottle.
This one's a little hot here. This
Yeah.
is 119 proof. Are you ready for
yeah,
this?
I'm ready.
Because
Are you ready, AF?
Turpin, you got to get me on the plane tonight.
This one's gonna.
And don't
burn.
let me breathe on TSA.
This one's gonna burn on the way out too. Don't worry.
Oh, is that Christy Nome?
She'll be on the videos. Actually, they won't play them in California.
Oh.
But what my trick that I've been doing at TSA is I will wear this shirt. I will wear this shirt through TSA, and I travel a lot. But I wear an AI recorder on my wrist. God, I hope they don't see this, but I'm recording everything as I walk through.
Is that a thing? An AI recorder?
I have an entire.
Who out here has an AI recorder?
Bob,
Somebody has to have a plug.
All right,
Oh,
well,
she does for sure.
Bob,
Okay.
where's your glasses?
I want one of
Where's
those.
your glasses?
I have my AI glasses over
Yeah,
there.
Bob. Be careful what you do around Bob, because he wears those Ray-Ban glasses with the video.
No, here's the thing. This is a two-way recording state, but if I'm in Nevada or Texas, I certainly will be doing that to you, Mauro.
So Bob wears these glasses with the video recorder, and so I never know when he's recording me. And then we were in Ibiza, of all places. We're going to this nightclub in Ibiza, and the guy, the doorman was like, "You can't wear those glasses in here."
Swear to
And
God.
we're like, "Dude, there's like 10,000 people in here in Ibiza. We're at Ushuaia."
He knew they were automatically.
He knew they
look
were recording glasses, and
I use them to see as well.
Right.
To see.
And then I was telling the guy, well, they're prescription. He's like, nah, we can't record in here. What if somebody's doing coke and he's recording?
That's what he said?
Yeah, and I was like, well, I guess makes sense.
And then
This is a family-friendly
I literally
event,
sent, I
everybody.
sent them a video later of like 10,000 people with their cell phones out recording everything.
Yeah,
It sounds- it's
but
such-
the glasses, since they're like clandestine, they're like, what if people are doing drugs when you're
we do
recording?
this? We do.
Hey guys, this is to the civil justice system and following the rules.
And this is Elijah Craig, 119
Oh.
proof, which is
Oh.
this is
Oh
fire.
God, this is good. This is strong.
this is
Hold on.
fire water.
We're killing them.
This is Hot Wings. Hold it. I feel like Beyonce on Hot Wings. Hold it.
Who wants to try some of the high proof whiskey? Who wants to?
Oh, we got to come on up here.
Somebody-
Seeley wants some.
who
Mike
wants to
Seeley.
try it?
So
Get
Mike
on.
Seeley is our secret weapon. He's a private investigator out of Austin. He will find
This is like
anyone in the world.
twice as much alcohol as like a Jack Daniels, to give you an example.
Is this him?
This is like for real.
So Mike
Bourbon
and I
drinkers.
trade bottles of whiskey in the mail. I don't know if it's legal or not, but he also runs our fantasy football league. So if you look at the my team instead of Justice Team is in fact Justice Cream, and I believe I am now first place in your league, and I will win that trophy.
All right. We're gonna get a little live review here.
It smells like a whiskey. Yeah, I've been drinking with your dad over here.
And there you have it. Thank you. Yeah.
Pat, just put him under control.
I'm getting like mulberry, a charred oak, maybe a tobacco. Very good. I love it.
Yeah,
What a
Chocolate-
connoisseur.
Chocolate top note.
Yes.
Yeah.
Chocolate oat.
You know, I was in a.
Your wife is yelling bullshit. I can hear Pat just yelling bullshit.
Let's Mike the wife. That's even better.
I was in a fantasy football league with Bob, and he had a player on his team named Jaquiz Rogers. You remember that guy?
Oh, yeah.
Jaquiz Rogers was a running back for the Lions, so Bob's team name was Jaquiz in your face. And
Salty, you know where to edit for Legal AF? Okay. I'm just.
Don't tell.
Do I have to say.
Do not tell him what my team name was in fantasy baseball was
in-
when I had Tim Lincecum.
In
Do not tell him.
deposition, we would say to the court
Oh.
reporter,
And
mark
there-
the
and there was
transcript.
also- there was-
mark the video.
you guys remember? I mean, this is so bad. This fucking fantasy league is crazy. They kicked me out of the league, by the way, too. But
Wonder why. By the I don't know if you Kristen Nierhoff just walked in a fucking tiger jacket. Can we- look at this. So
Tiger suit in the house.
Mauro's famous for the first Bourbon of Proof tour we did in Kentucky years and years ago. He wore this tiger suit, an entire jumpsuit. People are like, "That is that Gucci? What is this?" He goes, "It's Amazon, right?"
Yeah, I sent so many of those to people all over the country. People would just say, I need a tiger suit. I would mail them to them, and they're like, oh, I thought this was like, wasn't this like Gucci? I said, man, I bought that shit on Amazon for $60.
But we have a video where we were with Gavin Newsom, and he has he gave him a tiger suit. Mauro gave Newsom a tiger suit. So, Gavin, if you're watching, instead of French laundry, wear the tiger suit, dude. You're crushing. You're crushing it right now.
We're trying to get him for the next event
Newsom probably threw
we
the
can talk to him.
in Miami in January.
For NTL.
Yeah, why not?
I would love that.
Who, Gavin?
Let's
Newsom?
work that.
I would love.
I want him to come pick up checks in a red state and then come be the keynote. In why not?
And NTL?
Yeah.
That's the one thing, besides Mardi Gras, which is the world's greatest legal conference. A close second is NTL in January in Miami, in South Beach. If If you've never been to NTL, you got to fucking go. It's awesome.
Yeah, and so the same team does it. So the Lamb team is all here from Michelle on the way down. They do that conference as well. So it's a lot of massive synergy there.
NTL
I want to do a shout out to your production team
Studio
for,
3,
for
yeah.
today's Bonta interview. It was seamless. It was streaming. I was comfortable. The guest was comfortable. It was professional. It's up on Legal AF YouTube and the Midas Touch channel right now. It was really, really, really great. Really great to work with you guys.
Are you quickly cutting the shorts as well? And they said the same thing. They were like,
I love Sandlot.
no.
That guy was in Goonies.
He was
man.
in Mighty Ducks.
Oh, or whatever.
He was
Mighty
in Goonies.
Ducks.
You're getting your movies confused.
What?
He was
If
the
there
guy in
was
I
a
stole
kid
his
sports
joke.
movie, I was in all of them.
He pointed for a homer. I saw it.
Yeah, we all know. We actually thought that's the most. Somebody came up to us the other day, Pat. So whenever we travel all together, people always stop him.
Yeah.
And Pat, somebody said that they think that's the most quoted movie line in sports.
Pat, but tell the audience what you told me. You were 30 in that movie, right? Because look at you
I
now.
was 32.
Because look at you now. You look like you're 13.
I'm like Scott Baio. I'm 76 years old. Yeah.
Except you don't have the hairpiece.
Oh, no, it's not Scott Baio. It's Ralph Macchio.
It'll be 4 a.m. We're on a red eye. Like, I don't even want, I'm like growling. And then people will say, oh, can we take a picture with you? My cousin would love this picture. And he fucking does it, man. I mean, I could never handle it. I'd be like, fuck off.
So we just went through security, come out of Detroit, and even the people working there stop Pat. They're talking to him, go through security, and they're gushing, and they're like, they say to me, I recognize you too. What were you on? I always say, I was Fat Mac on Always Sunny. Like, yeah, that's right, man. I love you on the show. Yeah, but that's my inside joke.
But Pat's our director.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who wants to take a pour of this Elijah Craig? If any in the audience wants to come grab this, because
Brando, get up there.
he comes from obviously
How about
Malibu.
Anna
Eagle
wanted to
Rock.
take a guest for
Oh, look at.
Pat. Anna wanted a guest for. She's right behind you there.
I just want to. I mean, I want to take a look at Cage Moore back there in that Legends gear with that. That it looks smooth with that Dodgers symbol. That is really clean.
What about Ashley from Big Auto? Ashley from Big Auto.
Ashley? She has a whiskey bottle in her hand. Look at this. She's
Wow.
got High West.
Ashley, let's get you
Not
up
to
there.
call you out, man, but
Let's get Ashley up there for a guest spot.
Ashley.
I would love Ashley to come up for a guest.
Who
All right,
needs
you got to go up.
Who needs
Yeah,
an amazing
you gotta go up.
chief marketing
By the way,
Get up
officer?
there.
Ashley makes shit happen.
That's true.
Is that right?
She makes money move. What's with the bottle, Ashley?
Did you come around the side of this? I don't usually jump
Bring up Ashley. Yay! I'm not sure what that means, but come up.
All right. I'm so happy to be here.
First of all, what is this hat that we're looking at? What is the?
Well,
Where's the Elijah
thankfully,
Craig?
Nick told me it's San Luis
Shit, it's over there. Okay,
Obispo's
we'll give her this.
logo. Yeah.
But
That's
did you wear it because it matched?
No, I got married there.
Tell
but
everybody
no.
what her role is.
So she's the CMO for Big Auto, which means the Chief Marketing Officer, but she makes things
Happen.
happen.
Oh yeah, she made the Rob Bonta interview happen live stream today.
And it was a dream. So she texted me with a crazy idea of doing and pulling this off.
Yeah.
Put us on a text chain, which we met for 5 seconds in Chicago once, and she willed it to happen. And I messaged all my friends and even Rob individually and try to do it, and only Ashley Lee
Oh yeah,
could pull it off.
absolutely.
So can you you know what?
You're
What-
giving me
what is this?
way too much
What is
credit.
this?
I have no idea.
Wait,
That's how oh, okay.
They're
you
giving,
deserve a
Pappy.
Pappy pour.
they're giving me the fire water.
And don't worry, Bob doesn't have anything. He's good.
I feel like you have to finish the bottle of Pappy 22,
Yeah.
right?
Oh my God,
Yeah,
it's
we're
a
gonna
sin
finish
if you
it.
don't
Who
do
wants-
If
that.
anybody else wants to come up, we have probably 3 more pours in
Who
here.
wants a pour of the Pappy
Unless you're
23?
scared,
Seriously,
I'm
Might be
gonna
the
pour
only
it.
time in your life you get a chance
If you've
to
never
drink
had
this.
Pappy,
This is
come up
only
for-
$20,000
come up for
the bottle.
Pappy.
So anyone wants a $20,000
That's the
bourbon?
spirit. Look, I will tell you straight up, I did not pay for this, but I will drink it. If
Yeah.
you send whiskey to my
Seriously.
house, it
Anyone
shall be drank.
Anyone
you
wants
can't even
Robert Engels, who's on Law Pods.
How much is that?
you can't
20
even
grand.
find
Oh
Pappy.
shit, hey, Paige.
If you go
Oh
to
no!
like, if you go to like, oh
That was my first part.
no. If you go to like
Wow.
Mastro's, if for one shot of this at Mastro's, it's like $1,400.
Yeah.
It's a $20,000.
No, it's all
bottle.
since COVID.
You missed it.
Ryan, it. We're gonna put a message in this bottle.
And it is fucking amazing. Anyone who got it, it's amazing.
Delicious.
What do you carry? What was that bottle you were carrying around?
You guys already drank it. Ashley, we're gonna do a toast for us.
Well, you know what? Ham came up to me, and if Ham tells me something, I have to do it.
I let you call him Ham. I love that.
I have never been more starstruck in my life than when I met Ham on an airplane.
yeah, we met on an
I was
airplane
one of those people.
To Miami.
I love my team. They said, no, that guy just looks like him. I said, no, it is him.
So I met Pat Ham
Yes.
at NTL in Miami. I swear to God, he was at a table and Mauro texted me because he's friends with Pat.
Yeah, I know Pat and Brando a long time.
So I
All
went-
of this is because of you, Mauro.
I
You
know.
came up to our table. Where were we, Brando?
You were in L.A.
We were in L.A.
That's where I cracked my tooth on fine dining.
Yeah.
Fine
Yeah.
dining. And then yesterday he knows
Should have stayed to
Z-Trip.
Waffle House. You don't crack your teeth at Waffle House.
Maybe a Cracker Barrel, but he knows Z-Trip. So he was in a movie with Z-Trip. And he's like, he's the most random like human connector of all time. But so I met Pat at NTL. True story. But Mauro and I met in a hot tub, and I know a lot of people in here have also met in hot tubs.
Well,
Yes, in Cabo.
but
Actually,
have
in
you
Cabo.
ever been in a hot tub with me? Is the thing.
Oh.
It's a totally different. It's a life-changing experience.
Oh my God.
They call
Salty,
me,
could you
they
imagine
call me
Ben
old
up here?
octopus
Yeah,
hands.
now I
I'm so glad we missed that joke because I don't know what was said.
I don't
but
know.
whenever I see
It
that
was
happen,
him
I
naked
know
in a
it's
hot tub.
wild.
I tuned out.
Yeah. I'm just thinking of Dumb and Dumber. That's the one scene that's coming to mind right now. Is
So we will be showing you in about a week and a half that my family will be Dumb and Dumber for Halloween.
Is that true?
Yes,
The whole family?
Yeah. So
I've tried to do that before.
So where's Nick Edgson? Where's Nick? I was inspired because
Where's Nick?
his family. I saw a Halloween picture. They were all the Goonies, and I was like, because he has
Yes.
5 boys, 5,
That's
and I was
amazing.
like, holy shit, this is the
Yes.
coolest thing I've ever seen. Obviously, Bran is like the guy from
Yeah,
the movie.
but you didn't hear my joke at lunch.
What was your joke? I wasn't there.
Don't you have 3 daughters?
I do have 3 daughters.
I'm breeding them.
Oh Lord. You know what? They actually were playing video games yesterday, but I actually have a photo of 2 of them. So Nick Edgson has a son named Simon Robert.
It's interesting.
And I am Robert Simon, and so is the man behind him.
Is that
So
true?
Dad,
Simon Robert?
yes.
I don't know if that's your kid. He's got some hair.
You guys are the same size.
Yeah, he is. My dad also played college football for Pitt, but I think Nick could probably take you out right now. But my dad does have the legs of a teenager. So, Dad, you strut those calves. He had knee surgery last week, by the way, from an orthopedic surgeon that we all sent work to. Did his knee, both knees, and this guy would try to play golf on Thursday, and we told him absolutely not, but he tried, and that's the spirit.
That's
It's the
amazing.
effort.
So, Mike, at the end of the episode, we ask you what's your bourbon of proof? Either what's your day sipper. I mean, we know it's in your lineage, it's in your blood. It was bootlegged, and now it is here. And I feel like you're a rebel. You're for the cause, and like we have cheeseburgers, which
Yeah.
is not for the cause. It's
Yeah.
probably not good for the intestines. But any pour that you're at here, what was your favorite, or
No,
what is
listen.
the one that you like to have at home if you had something every day?
I'll tell you, Pappy, you can't go wrong. But
I'm telling you, the chicken cock is so
chicken,
good.
no, I'm not gonna go with chicken cock.
It was the third one.
It was the third. Where's the bottle?
Whistle pig.
Where's the whistle pig?
It's gone. It's in the ether.
No, the whistle pig was very good.
The whistle.
I just
Yeah.
saw him empty it.
Yeah,
No, it's there.
yeah.
You got it.
I'm a Bullet guy too. I like Bullet. I like Basil Hayden. I like a lot of different.
Yes.
So it's always so if you see anything, store pick, barrel pick, it's all amazing. Hey everybody, so we have a fantastic lineup. I'm glad people are here early because the show start early on the West Coast. And a lot of East Coasters are like, the DJs don't come up to midnight or 1. That shit don't happen here. We get up at like 4 or 5 a.m. because it's an active California community. We have free t-shirts. These are the high end that make us actually look like we are fit a little bit, Legends wear, that have the LA Dodgers logo on here because Mauro's a huge fan. So we now have the licensing agreement from the Dodgers. Just kidding, Legends does. But we will throw it out to the crowd to make
Who
sure that
wants
everybody
a,
are
who
going
I
wants
get
a
one.
Bourbon of Proof
Okay.
T-shirt?
Okay.
That's how I
Okay.
Hey, thank you for watching. Listen to this episode of Bourbon of Proof and Legal
Excellent.
AF. Thank you for Studio 3. Thank you to Lamb. Thank you to Ranch Bernardo Inn. Hey, the entire team that we worked with, this was a dream to put together. We did it in like 2 weeks.
Real pleasure. Real pleasure.
That was so good.
Yeah.